Good morning,
Hi, everyone.
everyone. Yeah,
Go
please
ahead.
go ahead,
Go ahead.
Subha.
Just wanted to say hi.
Yeah, okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm Rakesh from IIT Madras Alumni Association. I'm heading the events over there. And today we have Mr. Subba, an alum of IIT Madras, to take us through a weekend meditation session, actually. And Subba is the co-founder and chief program architect of Sattva Private Limited, a Singapore-based company with a vision to empower and inspire people to live their best lives. Being Sattva, a retreat center at Bali, is run by him and his wife, Ms. Renuka, who's also an alum of IIM Bangalore. So Subha has a personal practice of 2 decades, including marathoning, yoga, mindfulness, and silence. The main source of his programs are his 20-year annual practice of silence in solitude and his study of Patanjali Yoga Sutras. This is what he brings into the programs which he runs for individuals and leaders from around the world, empowering them to live and lead with their best, actually. So I invite Subha to take over the session now.
Thank you, Rakesh. And good morning, good evening, or as we would say in Indonesia, Selamat Pagi, or you could say, since this is a practice of meditation, Namaste, to everyone from around the world. I know that IIT Ma has people from around the world, so welcome to you all. Today will be a slide-less and experience-filled practice. So there will be no PowerPoints and there will be only powerful experiences, if I could say that. Just to expand on what Rakesh was saying, I graduated in 1985, mechanical engineering from IIT Madras. Very fond memories because I grew up on campus too and went to school also there. And since then, I started in 88 onwards, I started my personal practice. But I would say from the year 2004, I intensified my practice into spending a week with myself every year in silence and solitude. But I also started to bring this into my work life and also to teach people at work how they could integrate this practice in a seamless manner. To me, meditation and mindfulness, and I was mentioning this to people I was teaching this morning, has to move from room to room. And we have to bring it into our lives and into our work seamlessly if we can, so that we can bring our best, our intellectual knowledge, our intellectual power, our experience. If you want to bring that, then we should know how to integrate this into our life and work. Not just say, hey, in the middle of a meeting, I'm going to go take a break for meditation and then come back. It's not possible. But to do that, we need to be able to train repeatedly in the mind gym so that we are able to bring this onto the road. So that's the principle with which I teach the practice. I want you to be device independent. I want you to be independent of me. I want you to be able to be empowered to do this practice on your own without anything, because you can't in the middle of a meeting pull out a device or reach out to me either. So that's the principle of the practice. Of course, you'll need some work before that. And therefore, you will be, through today's session, through subsequent sessions, and also with some of the tools that we will equip you with, be able to train yourself in that. So in the context of the work that we are going to be doing and the practice we're going to be doing, this is not a spiritual practice. I just wanted to say that upfront. This is about training your mind, training the skills of the mind. So imagine if you're a sports person, and all of you in India are very familiar with cricket, and we all know Dhoni to be a captain cool, so that under highest pressure, he's able to bring his best. Why? Because he's able to keep that focus and cool at the times of very high pressure. Imagine that you are going under the knife with a doctor who's a nervous, anxious, angry doctor, or you're going to with a lawyer who is not someone who is very stable. How would that feel for you? So how would people want to sign up with you as a professional? If you are Dhoni, they would feel comfortable. They will feel confident. They will feel assured. That's how your team will feel with you. And that's how your family will feel with you too. So that's the principle of this practice. It's about how do you bring your best into your highest pressure moments, because that's when the breakthroughs happen. Now, the principle of the meditation, which we are going to practice, is about using the mind to calm the mind, using the mind to calm the mind, using the mind to focus the mind, using the mind to be able to elevate and build resilience and strength in the mind. So we're going to be using the mind to be able to shape the mind and to sharpen the mind, in short. That's the practice which we are going to do. Today, we're going to do 3 practices, but before I get on there, there are 3 things that I want you to keep in mind that we are looking to counter. One is anxiety, one is anger, and one is adrenaline. So we are all familiar with all of this, and we are increasingly facing a world where these are elevated. We're using this to moderate it so that we can bring our best into those moments. So just keep that principle in mind. How are we going to do this? So I will explain all the 3 practices first upfront, and then we're going to do it in one go, because that's why I said it's experience filled. And then we'll be open to Q&A and have conversation. I'm going to give you at the end of today's practice a kit, which you can sign up for free. You'll also get a coupon code for that, and be able to practice it for the next 10 days. And then come back on the 1st of October for an interaction so that you can ask me any questions based on the experience. So let's begin with the short explanation of the 3 practices that we're going to do today. The first is what we call as a visualization practice. In visualization, we are engaging the creative side of our mind. And by engaging the creative side of our mind, we are opening ourselves to possibilities. More than 90% of the time, we think in default mode, we think in a standard way, but in a fast changing world, sometimes our experience of the past is not enough to solve the problems you're facing today. That's when we get stressed. So to be able to engage the creative side opens our mind to possibilities, new ways in which we can address what we are the challenge that we're faced with. And it engages all the senses through the practice, and you'll see how we do that. And through that, build a state of calm, because building sensory connection brings us to a state of calm. The second practice we'll do is to engage the breath. And engaging the breath helps us to engage the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the science. And through that, be able to apply the brake on the adrenaline. And with that, bring us to a state of calm and also bring us to a state of focus. The third practice we are going to do is to invoke a positive emotion. And through that, we are going to raise the level of serotonin in us, the neurotransmitter, so that we're able to build confidence and mental strength, emotional strength, to counter the adrenaline. So these are the 3 practices we're going to do. And you will have in the kit 3 10-minute practices, so that, and the reason I do 10 minutes is you can't say I don't have time for it. So that, normally that's what people say, right? And genuinely people are time poor. So I'll tell you at the end how you can, at what time of the day would be good to do this practice, how you can integrate it and be able to make sure that for 10 days you're able to do that 10-minute practice, so that you can slowly become ready to take it to the road. So let's start. And I'll take questions after the practice. I just want you to be able to be in the right state of mind and experience it, so that, I wanted to say this, that most of the learning actually, we've all been to the best engineering school, right? So that's all, we all want to believe that we went to the best place, and that is the truth. And, but most of our learning comes intuitive. It doesn't just come from reading and listening. So that's why experiential learning is so important. And that's why today I wanted to make sure that we are more experience oriented in the learning of the practice than just listening to me talking, right? So let's begin. Uh, Sit wherever you are comfortably. Just make sure your back is supported so that you're not uncomfortable in any way. Relax your shoulders, and by pointing your chin slightly down, your neck will also be relaxed. Your hands can be anywhere in whatever you want it down, you want it one on top of the other, you want it open. I leave that to you. And gently close your eyes because I want to take out any visual stimulus from around you, not for any other reason. We focus on 3 breaths first. And we're going to engage in our first practice. We call it a happy place practice. A place that we go to, and as soon as we enter the space, we feel happy. Visualize yourself in a beautiful valley. Surrounded by greens, which you can see on the mountains around you. A gentle stream flowing nearby to where you are. And you can hear the sound of the water. It's a clear blue sky today. It's fall weather. There's a gentle breeze on your face. And as you walk on the grass, you can feel the morning dew on your feet. You can hear the morning birds. And feel free to add anything more into the space. Maybe a few flowers, maybe a few butterflies, maybe a garden somewhere out there, or maybe some wildflowers by the stream. You notice that there is a big oak tree, an old one, by the stream. You walk up to it and you sit down beneath it. You feel the strength of the tree as you lean against it. You continue to hear the stream, the birds, noticing the sky and the valley all around you. You continue to smell the flowers and the crisp morning air on your face. There is nobody else in this space but you. This is your happy place. Slowly bring into your awareness your breath. Just notice the inhalation and exhalation, the breath flowing in and out. Notice how much it has slowed down just by being in your happy place. Bring your 100% attention to your next breath. Observing every single part of the inhale, the hold, and the exhale. The sensations in your body, your abdomen, chest, as the breath moves. Keep the focus by gently bringing back your mind to your breath every time it wanders away. Just one breath at a time. Completely focus on the moment, on this breath. Every time the mind asks you, how many more breaths do I need to keep this focus? Just say, just one more. Now take a deep breath consciously. and bring into your awareness one person who has helped you in the last 1 week. Maybe in work or in life, they did something amazing for you. Take a moment to thank them. Be wholehearted about thanking them. Bring into your awareness one or more people who have helped you the whole of this year, 2023. Thank all of them for the support they gave you, for what they did for you. Engage them by looking them in the eye. Be wholehearted Now bring into your awareness one person who's been challenging you. It could have happened in the past or still be happening in the present. Notice that through their challenge, you have actually grown in strength and in your knowledge. Thank them. With your next breath, become aware of your family and the support you received from them, and your friends. Thank all of them wholeheartedly. Bring your attention finally to your own self. And for one thing that you wish to be thankful about your own self, a strength you have the wisdom you have, where you are in your life or work. Gently bring your attention back to your breath. Three conscious breaths. Bring your attention back to the happy place that you're in, that beautiful valley. Know that you can come back here anytime and add any elements you want to this place. Notice how your mind is right now compared to when we started. Notice what has changed. Notice how your body is from when we started and what has changed. With your next breath, let everything go and come back and just spend one moment with yourself. Whenever you feel ready, you may gently open your eyes. Come back into the space that you're in. Take a moment to note your thoughts or write your questions or anything that has come up. And before we start questions that you may have, I would like to invite anyone to share the experience that they had.
I'm gonna give access for them to unmute themselves, Subha.
Yeah, you can unmute and share something about your experience.
Hello, Satish here.
Yes,
And
Satish.
mind was shifting here and there, flowing, bringing back to the point was not that easy, going to
Nice.
some thoughts, that's what I experienced, what I felt. It's not easy to close eyes and sit for 5 minutes.
Correct. Actually, our practice today, Satish, was for around 20 minutes. So it's actually quite long for someone who's relatively new to meditation to sit this
Yes.
long. So I can understand the challenge that you will drift in and out, drift in and out. Be kind to yourself because we all think we can become Olympic athletes in one sitting, and then we give up when we can't become an Olympic athlete.
That's right. That's right.
So that's why on the recordings that I'm going to share with you, at the end of it, we have 7-minute practices, shorter practices. And even within that, if your mind drifts, it's okay. You just
It's
do the
common.
practice, yeah, and you'll come back. But I think it's a very good awareness for you to have.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you, Satish. I hope you found it simple, Satish, intuitive and simple.
It was simple. It was simple, intuitive. It's It's only the mind troubles.
Yeah, I can understand. Sorry, there's someone who's saying, I'm at the library right now and almost lost in peace. Brilliant. Felt super calm and stable, Ned. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Lee. Guided missile, as he calls himself. Okay. Felt so calm yet open. Yes, open up to speak. Want to be quiet. Very good. That's wonderful, actually. Sometimes we feel at the end of such a practice that we want to carry the calm forward. So yes, that's good. Very good. I was in a sense, yeah. So it's also possible that sometimes you go to sleep. Uh, that is the brainwave going into delta. So we are trying to keep it from going from beta, we take it to alpha. From alpha, we take it to theta. We try to keep it to theta. But as Satish said, it comes back to beta, then we bring it back. And sometimes it goes into delta, which is the sleep mode. And then it will suddenly hear an instruction and come back. That's quite normal. That's okay.
One comment I had is the fact that you mentioned to visualize a happy place. I think that was interesting because it changes the whole scenario when you think about visualizing yourself in a happy place, and you created the scenario of a happy place also while you walked through the whole thing, and that was very calming.
Thank you for that. I think I'm not able to see the name, so
This is Goresh Hosangadi.
I wanted to share with you that a happy place is also, I know someone who said his happy place is up in the clouds. So this is possible. You can be deep in the ocean, you can be up in the clouds. It's entirely left to you. You can breathe anywhere on the universe. And I just created something which is very real. But yeah, there's you just in a moment can go into that place, Gauresh. Absolutely.
Right.
And it's your space to create, right? You can throw in whatever elements you want into it, which makes you happy, makes you feel safe and calm.
It's also easier here because it's midnight. I'm in the US. I was wondering whether it's easier to do in the morning versus nighttime, as you were talking about timing.
So that's a wonderful question, and I want to speak to that question. I meditate twice a day because the last thought with which we go to bed, go to sleep rather, is so important. And we normally go in with an adrenaline-filled mind into sleep. So it's good to do a happy place or a breath practice or the gratitude practice which we did, whichever speaks to you, even for 3 minutes or 2 minutes before you go to sleep. You can lie down and do it after you close your eyes. So that's the last thing. You don't have to worry about, oh, do I have to check my device? No, I have to keep the device outside the bedroom. You don't worry about any of that, okay? Just close your eyes after you lie down. You will have that few moments and just take 1 minute to do any of these practices. That's absolutely fine. At the same time, I recommend that in the morning, after you wake up and you finish washing your face, brushing your teeth, whatever, and just spend 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes with this practice. And during the time you have the digital kit, just do the practice before you open your phone. You'll be a lot better with that. So both work, or you can also use it as a midday break. So I'll leave it to each of you to decide. But actually, for me, I'm very fussed about going to sleep in the right frame of mind.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank you, Ms. Subba Sattvic, sir, for this wonderful session. Actually, as somebody else also told, we were getting a fluctuation in our mind. Apart from that, actually, it was so refreshing and feel so amazed. It's actually so simple to get into this kind of fresh mood. Actually, it's actually I have been in some other meditations also, but it's a mixture of as you said, the mixture of breath and also a mind. So we feel refreshed. Thank you very much for that.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I didn't get your name, but thank you very much for.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you. Hema, can meditation help chase away procrastination and focus our mind on learning things that I find hard to comprehend? Okay. So, yes, I do think, Hema, that it can help you a lot. How? Because as you all know today, our attention, all of us have attention deficit disorder, and we are trying to process because we're training our mind to process multiple things at the same time. I try my best when I'm in this session with all of you to focus on the camera and to listen to what you're saying and not to focus on my phone uh, while I'm doing this. So people are very much used to multitasking, which essentially is task switching, which has trained our mind to reduce the attention that we have on a particular task. And that's why we find it difficult to get into learning mode, because we need to invest a few consecutive minutes to be able to take in what we are absorbing. That's how we learn. So even when we are reading something or listening to something, we're switching into Google to check something else. We're surfing and coming back. That's the way life is today, right? So meditation, what it happens is when we cut out the sensory thing and we're in the mind gym, it helps us to train that focus and attention. And it can do that through happy place, if that's you're more creative and that's what helps you, or you can use it during breath, or you can use the gratitude. Any of these three practices builds focus, and you're going down that path, Hema. So it will help you to in that direction, right? Thank you. Thank you for that question. Very, very nice. Let me get to, thank you, Ravi. Okay. I personally would like to say I felt much calm in my life for the first time. My question is how to continue it every day and the suitable time for that. Really grateful for you to unlock this something in myself, and very good. So at the end, Rakesh will share with you today a QR code at the coupon code. It's absolutely free, guys. So sign up for it. And no, we will not spam you. That's my promise. And you can also choose not to receive mails and all that. But I do a weekly meditation practice at 9 p.m. Singapore time on Sunday for free. It's live. So you today at 9 p.m. Singapore time, which is 6:30 India, 6 a.m. on Sunday for those on the Pacific time, and those who are Eastern time will be like 8 p.m. 9 p.m. We will have this practice. I've run it for 5 years, and we will continue to run it. And so for those of you who want to join those, that is also available. That is live. But you will also get this digital kit. And with that, you will be able to train this practice, Ravi, and get on it. And my plan is, if many of you are interested to progress this journey, I have 3 more modules after that: how to build focus, one module; how to build emotional balance, another module. All of those are there, so we can work on that progressively. I'll be delighted to bring it to IIT Maha. Just love being with all of you. Okay, shall we, how to incorporate this habit in a busy life? Due to our guidance today, we can achieve the peace and give this time today. How to keep ourselves prepared for every day. So, shall we, the night is important. The spirit with which you go to sleep is exceedingly important for the spirit with which you're able to wake up. That's why, Selvi, after you close your eyes, because that you can't be doing anything after that, right? One of these practices you do, Selvi, it will help you. Okay, go to sleep in your happy place. That will be the best place you can go to sleep, right? So start with that simple practice or one thing you're thankful for. Gratitude practice, serotonin higher, adrenaline lower, moderated. You can do that every night before you go to sleep, Selvi. That will help you. Also, the other way is when you are in the middle where you're getting anxious and something is happening during the day and you're getting anxious, or if you're solving a complex problem, go to your happy place to solve the problem. You get what I mean? Or use 3 breaths to bring yourself back to calm. Or write down one thing you're thankful for to build confidence. So any of those things you can do, Selvi, that is bringing the meditation into the role. Yes, Selvi, I wanted to ask something? No.
Can I ask what is the weekly Sunday time that you mentioned, please, to join?
So it's 9 p.m. Singapore. So which part of the world are you in?
I'm in the Eastern Standard Time in the US.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. Sunday?
Yeah, and it's just a half an hour practice.
Okay, thank you.
So here is the link for that. I've just posted the link. If you, sorry, I sent that in a private chat. So if you'll get notified once a week on what the practice is on. Like last week, it was on peace. So every week, Jayashree, what is the practice on today?
In one moment, I'll give it to you. It's on observing your thoughts.
Observing your thoughts. Okay. So here is the link. All of you can just click. It'll take you 10 seconds to register. No spams again, guaranteed. Once a week, you'll get notified. What is the theme? One paragraph on the theme and the link to it. Right? To join is the same link. Once you join, it's the same link. So it's 9 a.m. Eastern.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. So this is the QR code, which will take you to the link for this de-stress starter kit. And you can see the coupon code there, IIT MA STRTR twice. Okay, and you use that, it will be totally free for you. Selvi, you were saying something. Thank you. Yeah, very good. Yes, you do. So Selvi, I'm back here on 1st October. All of you come back. Then every Sunday I'm available. I have run, during COVID, I ran non-stop 200 sessions. So I will always be there. If you guys are interested, I'm happy to do this for IIT MA. Don't worry. It's not due to lack of, this is the sense that I will always be there, right? So I'll be present. I just want you to be present. Okay, and we'll progressively go to things which are a little bit challenging, but a little bit more interesting too. You can start where you are and then grow with that. Any other questions? Any other thoughts? Any other sharing? Great interaction. I love it. Okay. Anything else, people? What's this code for? Okay, so this code, De-Stress Starter Kit, is a fully digital self-serve program, which means without you having to attend live sessions, you will also get an email at the end of it, but I'll tell you what it is. It has 3 meditations. One on happy place, one on breathe in calm, one on balancing with gratitude. Each of them is a simple 10-minute practice. By registering here, you have that resource for life. So anytime you can plug into this and do the practice. You don't have to come to the live session. That is what this code is for. And the coupon code is so that you don't have to pay for it. Okay? If you don't use the coupon code. Yeah. Do you see all that?
I don't see the coupon code. I'm trying it. It's not coming.
IIT MA. Can you see that? STRTR.
No, I see that, but I'm trying to, order it. So when I order it, it says bill today $41.30. But after that, where to put in that coupon code? I don't see it.
Can you go down below? Can you go down below? You should be able to see it. That there is a space for the coupon code.
I have a billing address, the card number.
Below that.
Billing address, below the billing address, there's add business tax ID.
No, you've gone into the card path. Don't go to the card.
Okay.
Before that, it will say payment or it will say coupon.
Okay. I just, thank you.
You can do that again. Yeah?
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. Any other questions, people? Where are you all from? Can you just give me a broad idea of where in the world you are?
India, Chennai.
Chennai. I heard California or
Kolkata.
I'm in New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay. Someone said California, right? Western also, I heard. And West Coast, rather. Then I heard Kolkata, I heard Chennai. Any other locations? Oh, Bangalore. Oh, there you guys are. Coimbatore. Dubai. Mumbai. Hyderabad. Luxembourg. Wow, that's exciting. Varanasi, brilliant. Delhi. Beautiful. Fantastic. See, one way for all of us to connect. Simple. Beautiful. So that's it for today. I think we're done. If there are no further questions or anything that you guys want to ask or share, you will get an email with today's recording too. And I'm always there, people. I will also post where I am on Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, or you can follow me on LinkedIn too. So I am right now in Bali at our retreat center. I am here with a few people, and there's going to be some programs happening here in Bali. Sorry. And it's just so beautiful, the weather here right now. I was in a waterfall yesterday. I was in a 1,000-year-old temple the day before. And
it must be so much easier to meditate in Bali.
Honestly, it is. So, yeah. And yeah, you're welcome here anytime. Yeah, so that's good. You can find me on LinkedIn. All right. Thank you all.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
you. See you on 1st October.
Bye.
See you on 1st October. Yeah.
Okay.
And see you on Sundays. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Rakesh, thank you very much for organizing today. Much appreciate your help, Sri.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Subba.
Thank you.